So now that I've completed the Alien Award and won in every single car, the logical question is, what's next? So while I was doing that award, I also had a couple of other quests on the go at the same time, and I'm going to keep chipping away at those. Now these goals, if I could resolve them or complete them next season, that would be fantastic. However, I'm also not in a great rush to do so. I have a full-time job, I have 2 kids, we've just moved house. I have a lot of other things that I spend my time on, and also with my health not being great at times, I can't sit here and just race all day or practice all day. So the next main quest I'm going to be working on is winning at every track, and this is the list of what I have left. Basically all ovals. So next season I'm probably going to start doing a lot of IndyCar on oval, learn how to drive that, learn how to race it, try and get some wins at some of these tracks. One dirt oval to go. I think I'll get there eventually. I think the Bend is coming next season. Being a road track, that's never too hard to tick off because there's always a low road soft on a new track in my time zone. So the track quest is probably the main one I'll be aiming at, and I have been chipping away at that the last couple of years as well. When I started the Alien quest, I'd won in 30 cars and at 52 tracks. Now I've won in 115 cars to get it done, I think. And I'm getting close to 120 track wins. 17 to go. So that's that one. But then moving on to some other quests. This is another one that I've been chipping away at over the last couple of years as well, is known as, in a single season, it's known as the Dunkathlon, but I'm going for the all-time, getting a win in each series. So that's what I've done this season. Just ticked off a few series there in purple. I'll keep chipping away and see. Got the oval fix to do in the IndyCar, so that should hopefully get ticked off next season. And I may do the odd race in some of these series purely to try and get them ticked off. That's reasonably low priority. Currently, my 97 series is second all time to Robbie Swan, who has around 100. So that's another thing when the right combination pops up, I'll be having a go at that every now and then. So that's another thing I'm considering. Another longer term goal are iRating goals. I think if I really wanted to, I could farm them higher. iRating doesn't serve any purpose. It's not going to achieve anything for me. It's a case of I will continue to race. I may as well have some arbitrary goals to aim for in the long run. I'm not purposely chasing these, but if you don't know where you're going, you're never going to get there. So the aim is to get oval and dirt oval to 5,000. Sports car, formula car, and dirt road all to 7,000. It'll take quite a number of races, and I imagine that to get any one of those up to the goal level will take 2 or 3 seasons, just because I don't race that much. I'm not out there grinding race after race trying to build iRating. It's more a consequence of racing the combos I like, racing when I can, and just letting the iRating take care of itself. So that's just bubbling away in the background. I'm not going to be sweating it, and if these go down over the next season, that's also not a problem. But that's just a longer term aim. And I suppose if I hit all of that, then that would be 31,000 total iRating. But I think I'm at about 28.5 at the moment. If I could get to 30,000 total, that would also be a good interim goal. So I have that bubbling away, and there's a couple of other semi-related ones. So these are my all-time statistics, and you can tell I'm one of those guys that loves a good bit of statistics. Again, this isn't going to achieve anything. It has nothing to do with anyone, or it's not going to make me better drive or anything. What I would like to aim for is to increase my points per race across every license up towards and over 100 points per race. So Formula's already there. Sports car is getting close. It's going to take a lot of races and a lot of good point scores to get them there. So it's an incredibly long-term goal. My goal for this year was to achieve over 100. And so far we are. Dirt Oval is close. But that's my goal, or what I'm trying to achieve. So I'm not trying to cherry pick low, soft races. I am trying to test myself into, particularly with oval and dirt oval, where those are my weaker disciplines. I'm trying to get up to speed and compete in decent softs. And the main problem with dirt oval has been the fields have just died in the cars I wanted to race. So softs are down and attendance is down, and so your points per race is down. It's not easy getting 100 points per race, so it's been a good goal for this year to try and get every license up over that, and I need to do some more races, particularly in Formula. I just can't really find any cars or series there that I want to race or I feel safe in or I really enjoy, whereas most of the rest I don't have too much issue hopping into stuff there. Hopefully do a lot more rallycross next season. Just backing up the track guides I've done and what have you, and seems to be gaining a bit more in popularity, so hopefully get a bit more of those done. But just racing a bit more in general, when I can, and just slowly building these up. Again, it's just my fascination with statistics, and which has probably led me down the path of doing a lot of these weird and long, time-consuming quests. Yeah, if you have some goals for next season, I'd be interested to hear them, or things that you've maybe not for the season, but just longer term. What are you looking at? What are you trying to achieve? Why? And so right now we're just around about a week away from the new schedule for next season. I am one of these guys who goes into the forums and just sees what various series are looking to, where they're looking to race at, and what the community's saying. So I have a very tentative rough outline for next season. I quite enjoyed the BMW M2 and PCC. Will Gibson makes quite friendly sets, so it's easy to hop in and drive. So I quite like the idea of Oran Park, the Bend, VIR, great track. There's a number of those. I may well do a full season of that. A couple of GT4 races, just because like Okayama and Sport. Porsche, that's one of those Dunkathlon ones where I haven't won in the Porsche and I quite fancy Tsukuba and Laguna. Maybe a couple of GTE races because I do like GTEs and that looked like the most appetizing weeks. Road America for Justin and Bathurst because it's Bathurst. I always put when the special events are down, not that I'll necessarily do them, but more just so as I know when they're on so I can do other stuff, or I know if there's going to be less people in certain other categories because more people are focused on a special event. I would really like to do the Portimao 1000 though. That's in the GT1 cars and HPDs. Oval, see there's a few IndyCar races here. Primarily, I've just noted the ones where they're at tracks I haven't won at yet. ARCA, I have a couple of tracks I haven't won at, and these are all schedules are subject to change, of course, but that's just what I could get off the forums. Gen 4 also at a few tracks I haven't won at. I mean, there will be new Gen 4 cars next season as well. So potentially just, even though I've completed the Alien Award, just keep ticking off new cars. And on the roadside, I'll find a good week for the Ferrari Challenge car. Dirt Oval, there wasn't really much detail on the forum as to what's happening there, so I'll do that, update that section on once the schedule for next season is released. I've also got a family holiday to Singapore, so anything on that week is gone. Rallycross, I just like the old school tracks because those are the tracks we had when I was doing Rallycross a lot. So a lot of the newer ones I've either barely done laps or just I'm not interested in learning the track specific hacks for them, or I just don't like the track. So I'm old enough and ugly enough now to only race what I want to race, so I'll just stick to what I like. So that's all of this here is just what I might consider racing each week or what looks good at the moment. The reality of work, home, my health, all of those things usually means that I end up doing a third of what I put down here, but it's just nice to see what options I have. So yeah, we'll pause there. I hit pause because the doorbell rang, but then no one was there, so good. So yeah, that's a very rough outline of what I'm thinking about for next season, and also answering the question of what now that I've won in every car. I've done all the Rallycross guides. I don't really feel up to speed to give guides on, detailed guides on anything else. But on the roadside, I would be happy to just do a quick lap of how I would drive a certain car at a certain track, if there are requests to do so. Just as a reference for anyone looking to run a combo on a certain week. So let me know if you would like to see that, or if there's any requests for things you would like to see me racing. Yeah, that's a look into what's happening next season. We'll catch you in the next one.